Hello and welcome to another Filmfam review. I'm Greg the Bold One,
I'm Ollie the bearded one.
and today, as you can tell by our attire, we have been out
On the safari.
on a safari that is Jurassic Park, or it's Jurassic World this one.
Jurassic World Dominion.
It's hard to tell because they all fade into what. Okay, so we've been to our local Cineworld and we've been and watched this on the weekend. We didn't catch it straight away, did we?
No, we left it a couple of days.
Left it a couple of days because obviously there was massive stampede to see it, and we're going to let you know our thoughts. It's going to be a bit difficult this one because, well, we'll get into that in a minute. So the story is, okay, we have the dinosaurs are now living amongst the humans, aren't they?
Yeah, so after the end of Fallen Kingdom, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they all just kind of got released.
So some bio lab people are experimenting on these animals and developing like mutant hybrids, and they develop a crop-eating locust that is wiping out the world's food supply faster than your local government. Controversial. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
We'll get monetized.
Yeah, before we even get monetized.
I
know. So they're wiping it all out. This leads Chris Pratt and that group to reunite, and when that group reunite, the group from the first film reunite, and they all converge on this mysterious.
You've got to ask yourself where the original characters have been for the last two movies.
Yeah, well, they've all been in that hole, digging holes, haven't they? And so they all converge on this biosynth lab that looks like Dr. Evil's lair from Austin Powers, and in there they uncover the plot behind the plot, which is the plot, and then they have to do their usual escape, don't they?
On the way, big scary dinosaurs.
Yeah, and there's lots of action sequences going on in amongst it as well, and lots of amazing dinosaurs that giggly gaggly saurus and all this kind of thing. But so they do before you think, oh, I wonder what that one is. They do tell you which one.
They
it
literally
is.
just spell it out.
They spell it
every
out
single
you,
time
yeah.
you see one.
But we'll get deeper into that review later. We just want to, at the moment, just go over the plot. So if you want the spoilers, we'll do the spoilers after we've done it. So that's basically the plot. It's basically every single Jurassic Park rolled into one, all the cast, all brought back, and they just throw it all at you and give you a visual experience, probably.
Without any context.
Yeah. The effects. Now, what did you think of the effects, Ollie?
Some of it was a bit naff, wasn't it? There was a few scenes where they were cut to like camera shots of those baby dinosaurs, and they just looked really weird.
They did look a bit like something like from Jim Henson's Factory of Puppets, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was a case of we've seen it all before.
There was nothing new, was there? Nothing.
The wonder and awe of Jurassic Park has suddenly kind of faded over the years, and we've got to this point now where you do get some practical ones. Okay, but do look kind of Jim Henson puppety, and you get some biggies walking around and doing the things and jumping around and swimming underwater and stuff. It's impressive, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. No. And there were some parts where I thought, oh, it doesn't quite look as good as it used to look. I didn't think.
No,
and you've got your token diplodocus they keep putting into the big scenery shots. So that was the effects really. Yeah. They are enough. They are.
They're just
enough.
There, aren't they? Really?
They're there. Yeah. The music, the score. We've got every 5 minutes.
That's the only song they've got, isn't it?
Okay. They've got impressive. The score is very nice and very flowy. Okay, and it builds up to some of these panoramic scenes, which are very, very nice to look at. But
that wasn't anything.
I won't be playing it in my car.
No,
I won't play it in the car unless we do get some dinosaurs. And then we come to the acting. Okay, Chris Pratt does a really, really good Chris Pratt.
Yeah, this was the same character from Guardians of the Galaxy, isn't it?
It's Star Lord, Dinosaur Lord, any Lord going. He just does the same thing. Bryce Dallas Howard, I'm not quite sure. She seemed to be quite kept out of the picture.
I just don't get her character arc really from the first movie we saw her in to now. Like, just doesn't make any sense, really, does it to me?
No. Sam Neill and Laura Dern. Is it Laura Dern? I can't remember who the blonde lady is. I can't remember who it is now.
Oh, the lady who plays Ellie?
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that, to be honest. But that just shows
They were
you
very
really-
established actresses, and Sam Neill. They were good. They were good at their parts, okay, but they were out of their depth in a poor storyline.
They
thought.
were just thrown into the deep end, weren't they? With
Yeah.
no kind of context or anything. They're
No.
just like, there you go, there's
They
some
made
nostalgia.
they made the best of the script. Whose dad was it? Was it Superman? Spider-Man's dad's in it.
Oh yeah, Richard Parker from The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the villain.
Yeah,
He's a big baddie.
he's in it as well. And there's a girl that's playing Maisie, who's a clone of a character from another film, so I can't remember. She grated me. Her voice grated me.
Yeah.
Her acting kind of grated me.
Her accent was so strong, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Like, you don't want to bash these kind of younger actors because obviously, you know, they're young, but it was difficult to watch her when she was on screen.
Yeah. So that was it.
Oh yeah, Jeff Goldblum as well. Of
Oh,
course.
Jeff Goldblum was very Jeff Goldblum.
He just
Yeah,
plays the
what's
same
going on
character
here?
again, doesn't he?
What's going on here? Oh dear, what am I going to do?
Oh, dinosaurs.
Oh, dinosaurs. Yeah, he's like some kind of like American Jimmy Savile.
Oh, Jeff.
But not in that way, but in his kind of mannerisms.
Yeah, no, definitely.
He's a very acquired taste, Jeff Goldblum. I do like him, and the more I see him on screen, the more I do like him.
He was good comic relief for the movie, wasn't he?
I watched his show on Disney Plus, and it was really quite good. And I remember from Independence Day, I find him. You can deal with some of him, but too much of him,
Yeah,
he's
nice
overdone.
Sprinkles, isn't he?
In this one, he came in and he came out of it, so he didn't quite get to be as annoying as he could be.
Which is a good thing.
As for the crew, it's everybody.
Just everything.
Every single person, every single person, all going through it, and that's basically it. That's our summing up of it. Did we enjoy it? No, I didn't enjoy it, and I'll tell you why when we get into the actual breakdown. But to summarise it, it was just, hey, who's your favourite character from the Jurassic Park films? Here he is, or here she is.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that bit you really liked when he got chased? Here it is. You know, and it was just
nothing new, was it?
There was about 15 story arcs all going on at once, and
not developed enough at all.
Nothing really worked, I didn't think.
No.
And it was just playing for set pieces for drooly dinosaur teeth and big eyes.
Yeah.
You know, so I couldn't wait for it to end. To be honest,
it was too long. Wasn't it? It was too long. The movie was just so long.
If you're a fan of the Jurassic Park movies, then I know I've talked to some people that are fans of the Jurassic Park movies, and they really enjoyed it. Now, I wasn't really a massive fan of the very first one. I appreciated it for what it was. Okay, but dinosaurs have never been my thing. So I didn't really enjoy the first one. I can't even remember the second one. I don't even know how many Jurassic Parks we're into now. I remember the first Chris Pratt one. We went and saw that, didn't we? And then we saw that one with the Diplodocus dies on the beach.
Yeah.
And we all
just went downhill from there.
We all got really teary after
that.
I thought we can't do that. And it was a mess. A bit like my review at the moment. It was a mess, and I didn't like it. And for that, I'm only going to give it 3 out of 10.
I think 3 out of 10. I think it's lucky to get 3 out of 10, to be honest with you.
And I've put my special jungle shirt on today, especially for this review. This was actually brought in Africa when I served that there. And so I'll put this on today for the review to try and give me some good feels. But they're just not there. And as we've sat down and talked about it tonight before we've written it up, we can't decide where the film started, where the film finished.
No.
Anything.
It's that just pointless and filler. It's just not.
Yeah.
There's nothing substantial in the movie, is there? It's just...
No. So that's our review. That's our score, 3 out of 10. We're now going to go back now and talk through what we saw. Okay, so it starts with the saga from Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
I spotted it. It's like, it's the saga from Deadliest Catch. And there they were, the boys of the Alaskan crab fleet out there catching crab, hooking a pot, bringing it up. Giant dinosaur comes up, eats the ship. This is to symbolise how man and dinosaur are living in the same world and fighting for dominance, I feel.
That's quite a nice word to use there, with the title being called Dominion.
It was, yes. Okay. So, yeah. we go from that, and then we sort of go through some sort of, was it some sort of newsreel thing that tells us all about the dinosaurs?
It was just like a monologue, wasn't it? Telling you what's happened,
yeah,
you know.
How great this biosynth company is, and who was all that.
They're making all the kind of, they're making a better place than that biosynth for
Yeah,
us all.
better, just basically filling you in with all the storyline, catching you up. And then
we get one of the best scenes that we've always wanted to see is we see Chris Pratt herd a bunch of dinosaurs, don't we?
Yes, on horseback, and it didn't look fake at all. Yeah, riding across the plains with his mates, herding them. Then he ties one up to it, ties it up.
He does the iconic thing that you're going to see in multiple times in this movie.
Yeah.
The thing that calms all dinosaurs down, apparently.
It doesn't matter if you're a vicious velociraptor, yeah, a terrifying Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
If you stick your hand out and go, whoa, hang on. Think about it, dinosaur.
You don't want to do this.
Before you bite me and eat me up, yeah, just think about it. Okay? So, we see Chris Pratt's got this girl clone that they're all looking for, hidden in his shack with Bryce Dallas Howard's character.
Yep.
And she's not allowed to go out anywhere, but she's a bit of a rebel. She rides around on her bike, and they come across. We have our first slow motion pan of a Diplodocus scene. Whoa. Yeah, that's the shock and awe scene. That is, you're like, look.
Oh, we've never seen that before.
Massive, yeah. And look how beautiful and graceful he walks away. Yeah, that, and all the time up on the cliff is generic bad guy.
Oh yeah, he just has that look.
Radioing in, saying, "Yeah, we can see them. They're all here. The girl's there. All this kind of stuff." And they're planning to take her. And we also find that Blue's there.
Yeah, if you remember Blue, if you just wondered who that
who is now a mother who lives in the woods, but decides to make a nest in an old school bus, which is so all of nature, she makes a nest in an old school bus. Okay, thanks. I can't quite get that one, but there you go. And so they're there, and Blue, and we have a kidnap scene.
Yeah, so they kidnap Maisie, and then Blue's child called Beta. That's what they're called. Yeah,
it looked like, because it was funny because when she came out to the fire, it looked like it was the first time they'd ever met, and she fed it and that. And then all of a sudden, she had a name for it and everything.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It was a very weird thing.
Yeah. So they get kidnapped and bag on the head, away in the car, and so it's now they're tracking them down, aren't they? How do they track her down?
I really don't remember. Didn't they get some information off?
The CIA guy. Yeah, the CIA guy who was obviously a guy from another movie because
just has to be.
Yeah,
can't be anyone else.
I didn't know who he was. So, but you could tell it was somebody that's already been it before, who now works for the CIA. Manages to get all the information. He's like, there's this guy trying to poach him. Oh, does it look like this guy? Oh yeah, that's him. Oh yeah, that's Manuel Frida, whatever he's called, and he's going to be down the docks at 3:00 tonight. We'll go down to get him. So they go down. Meanwhile, the girl's being transported by plane.
That's why we get introduced to the new kind of girl, don't we? The kind of pilot girl.
Do you remember her name?
I don't actually know. Kayla? I think it was Kayla.
Kayla or something like that. Okay. We get introduced to her. She's a pilot, shipping freight. She ships a dinosaur, but when she sees the kid get moved, she's not happy with that. She's not happy with that, which is I can agree with. You know what I mean? I can agree. Yeah. So she's seen that, and then you think, okay, she's going to be back in the movie in a bit. So it ends up with, oh my dear, I just don't know where to go. There's so many storylines going on at once here.
So the place that is going down where they think the kid is in a place called Mombasa, isn't it? And
that's in Kenya.
Yeah, it's in Kenya. Yeah. And there's like an illegal kind of dinosaur kind of trade going on in this.
Yeah, there's like a Star Wars market, isn't there? You've got dinosaurs on spits and like little handy dinosaurs coming out
in the arena and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, coming out of little cages going, yeah, I mean, this is illegal trading of dinosaurs. And sat in the middle was the pilot. Like she rules the place.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she? Yeah. But so they find out where the meeting's going on for this exchange where they're going to catch the people who took Maisie, which all goes a bit south. So the lady who's selling these trained like raptor-like things, she controls them with a laser pointer, doesn't she?
Yeah, she puts a laser pointer on you, and the dinosaur knows it's going to kill you.
You're marked for death.
You're marked for death from the dinosaurs.
And that goes into a chase scene, doesn't it, with the laser pointers and that? I mean...
And then the guy gets both his arms eaten by dinosaurs, doesn't he? And then another dinosaur comes along and bites his head off.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
I just didn't like it.
And in that chase scene with these apex predators who have been trained to kill with these laser pointed ones, just don't kill anything.
No.
They're the worst hunters ever.
Yeah. You get catapulted into the sea and all sorts. But now, they keep coming and coming and coming, but they can't kill a bunch of human beings trapped in a market.
No, it's that difficult, you know. It's that difficult.
Yeah. So, what happens after that?
Well, so then the kind of old characters, they all meet at the Biosyn headquarters, don't they?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they get a guided tour, don't they? All Sam Neill and that get a guided. They get a guided tour, and Goldblum's working there, isn't he? And he's like, "Oh, there's a secret thing going on in Lab 46." Because they've got together because they want to find out about. We forgot to talk about the locusts.
Yeah,
the locusts they're eating all of the crops in the country, in the world
that aren't Biosyn products.
Yeah, that's right.
The key thing.
That's the key thing. Yeah. Okay.
And nobody seems to think that the Biosyn products.
And there's a very prophetic statement in there. It said you're 3 meals away from anarchy or something like that. Yeah. So remember that when you're down Tesco's. Okay. Other food shops are available. So they're over there to try and find the secret behind. They need a sample of the locusts.
Yeah. So
to pin it on the lab, and one of them has to go as a witness. But Jeff Goldblum's working there, and he knows what's going on. And he's got a special code that'll get him into everything.
Yeah. So they do that, don't they?
And all the time, like the biosynth guys, like walking around the balcony at the top, like
just menacingly as the kind of evil, kind of generic villain and a kind of thing.
So there's so many storylines going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean they get the sample in the end, don't they?
Hang on, you've jumped the gun here, haven't we? Because we've got lots more going on here, haven't we?
Just trying to get through it, you know?
The girl's got there now, hasn't she? The girl's gone out there.
Oh, they meet the scientist, don't they? The one who says he knows his
the Chinese scientist who invented the locust, and he's trying to find a way to undo it. And it just so happens that the girl is the key to unlock.
She's got the DNA, isn't she, for it? Yeah.
To create a locust that will kill all the other locusts. So that's another storyline that's going on in there.
Just remember, this is a Jurassic World movie.
Yeah,
okay?
So the girls at the secret lair, Sam Neill and that's at the secret lair, and Pratt and the other and that are there on their way to the.
They're on their way because they just managed to escape Mombasa. That pilot lady helps out.
And the pilot lady's going to take them there, isn't she?
Free of charge, apparently.
Free of charge,
yeah. Nice
yeah, she's going to regret that in a minute. So they go in to the Jurassic Park area, and what happened? What? There's a thing that stops dinosaurs attacking airplanes, but they turn it off, don't they?
They do.
So what happens? The dinosaur attacks the airplane.
No!
And rips the airplane to bits. They chuck Bryce Dallas Howard out in a...
Yeah, she ejects, doesn't she? Gets attacked and
gets attacked and a parachute ripped.
There's that scene where she's under the water. Do you remember when that dinosaur's coming over the top and she's under the water like with a breath?
Yeah, she looked like 6 times the size of it. Like she was trapped in a fish tank.
It was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so she parachutes out. They crash in a plane onto the ice.
They meet this feathered dinosaur, don't they?
Yeah, feathered dinosaurs. You never knew that
underwater.
existed, did you? But that's what they're saying now. There's feathered dinosaurs. Yeah. And that Tyrannosaurus Rexes had small hands because they had wings. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, I know what I think about dinosaurs. Anyway, so Bryce Dallas Howard is has ejected out into nowhere. The plane's gone 15 miles and crashed somewhere else, and they're fighting a bird dinosaur while they're trying to get into the base. Okay, this super killer predator dinosaur, but the super killer predator dinosaur doesn't manage to kill them.
Shocker.
Yeah. I don't know what happens next. What happens next?
Well, we get back to the old geezers, don't we? The old cast.
Yeah, they go into the bug
they get
chamber.
The sample. They come out.
Do they burn all the bugs on the way out?
No.
They don't.
No, that's a bit later on. But they come out, and then Maisie's there, isn't she? And she sees the old guys, and she's like, "I know you. You're Professor So and So."
Yeah.
And then
And then we cut back to Pratt and that, and then they're walking around the woods and they see Giggly Ganglosaurus, don't they?
Giganosaurus #1, yeah.
And the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and
They have a little
they're eyeing each
scuffle,
other
don't
up, and that's like the setup for the big fight at the end.
Big fight, yeah.
The big fight, yeah. And I just don't know where to go. I don't know where to go with.
I'm very much struggling. I mean, the Biosyn guy's losing his mind.
Yeah,
it's all falling apart around him, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's losing everything.
It's like a Bond film where the Bond villain goes down. This is one of the problems with the film. One minute it's a Bond film, next minute it's a Jurassic Park film, next minute it's a Mission Impossible,
or
whatever.
Just all of the above, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah. Star Wars, aliens everywhere. But yeah, they escape and they get into a car, and the car crashes and they fall off the cliff and land
so convenient,
conveniently next to the people that they were looking for, while the other guys make it across the jungle. To the one place where everybody is.
It's the first time we see all of the characters interact together, isn't it?
Yeah. And it was like, we know you and you know me and you're that guy who did that.
Yeah.
And
bit of nostalgia.
And then the dinosaurs come out and try and eat them.
Yeah.
But they don't eat anybody.
Oh, I was so hoping that Jeff Goldblum, his character,
we thought
he was having a bit of a heroic moment, wasn't he? And I thought,
we thought
this is his time to go. No.
It turns out the most deadliest predators on the earth can't eat anyone.
Can't eat anyone.
All they can do is slightly chew a ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
So they find a helicopter. What girl goes for the helicopter? Luckily they got a pilot with them. So the pilot goes for the helicopter.
Yeah.
The other one's got to flick a couple of switches.
Yeah, to get the air system back up.
Yeah, and basically that's it. They're just chasing each other around. Dinosaurs like poking through windows and sticking their fingers through windows and stuff. Everyone's like, "Oh, we're all free! Oh, there's another one." The bad guy gets trapped on a bullet train thing, and then he gets eaten. The same way as another one. There's another Jurassic Park film when they get eaten like that, isn't there?
Honestly,
with that dinosaur with the big thing. That
goes, the big flower thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them eat someone before.
Yeah.
They eat him.
Yeah, he's gone.
You know.
That's the one character that did die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. They all escape.
Yeah, they're escaping through the kind of main lobby area, and then that's where you get your final showdown, isn't it, between the T-Rex and the Giganosaurus.
And then that one comes out with the longy fingers, and he helps the Tyrannosaurus beat the Giggly Gangsaurus. They gang up together.
It just makes no sense. The T-Rex would just kill him after.
And the dinosaur goes beyond the waterfall and creates the
iconic
Jurassic
Park logo, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I basically had enough by now. My popcorn had run out, and I just wanted to go. So they escape, they head back, and then we have like this thing at the end.
Just a kind of closing of the series, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Showing where everyone goes
They're
to.
showing dinosaur and animal in harmony. And it really, this bit was quite astounding. When I was in Africa, we went out on a patrol, and we came back from this patrol to our camp. And when we got there was a family of elephants all sat on our tents and everything. They'd come and sat down, okay? And it was a magical experience. It was really to see these animals was really, really magical. And then off they went, and we were watching a big firing range where they were firing all these anti-tank guns into this range, and we could see how they would explode and what they would do. And they had to stop because this family of elephants walked through, and they were like trunk to tail, walking through this big range where we were firing all sorts of missiles down onto it. And it was magical. And then there was a scene at the end there. It was like a silhouette, and it was the elephants and the dinosaurs silhouetted, and it just didn't feel magical. It didn't feel any. I didn't feel any.
There was no reward. There was no build up to the reward.
The elephants were amazing when you see them live, but when you see them like that, it just didn't.
Makes it just look corny.
I didn't get any feels. I didn't think, we've got a new world coming for the dinosaurs. Just no. It just didn't work. It was a painful trip to the cinema for me.
It was difficult. I said, it doesn't justify the 2.5 hour runtime that it has at all.
No,
it's just.
But you may like it. Yeah. And I hope you do like it. I hope you do enjoy it, and I hope you do go and watch it, and you do go and support cinema. But for me, that's a big 3, and I won't be watching that again. And I'm hoping this is where they leave this series now.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't think they can go anywhere else.
But the thing is, though, I still think it will make money at the box office just because of that franchise.
Kids Some kids are dinosaur crazy, aren't they?
And that's just almost a bad thing, because you just know if it makes more money, they're going to keep doing it. They just need to have a hard rethink on it, don't they?
Yeah. Well, that's our review. 25 minutes done.
Yeah.
That's our review. Thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe. I should have said that at the beginning. Like and subscribe. Follow us, please. We're at 105 subscribers now. We are absolutely buzzing.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you guys, anyone who's watched us.
We appreciate all the support.
Yeah. We know we're not very good at the moment.
Hey.
Well, I am. He's working on it. But we are going to improve as we go through. We're trying to upgrade the stuff we're doing, bring in more stuff, try and get our content out quicker. And, stick with us. And we hope you enjoy our reviews. And please try and get involved. Yeah. And,
no comments too silly or anything. If you want to bash us for our review, say that we're wrong. We're wrong. The movie was brilliant and stuff. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, we'll tell you why we're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no. Thank you very, very much, anyone that's watched. And we're loving what we're doing, and we want to keep on doing it, and we're going to keep on doing it until we get it right for you. So we're not as big as all those other channels yet, but we will get there. Filmfam will get there. And we're working out new things all the time, aren't we?
Yeah.
And how things work and how things link and how things share and all this kind of stuff. So stick with us, and we'll try and bring you the best reviews.
We will.
Okay. So on that, I think we'll leave it, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Hope you enjoyed our review, and goodbye.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.